Hi, I have been curious about container transportation lately. Can you explain why containers are so important in global trade?
Absolutely. Containers are crucial in global trade for several reasons. First, they standardize the way goods are packed and transported, making it easier to handle and transfer them across different modes of transportation, like ships, trucks, and trains. This standardization helps reduce costs and improves efficiency. Second, containers protect goods from damage and theft during transit. They are designed to be sturdy and secure, ensuring that products arrive in good condition. Third, containers enable economies of scale. Since they can hold large quantities of goods, shipping in containers allows for more products to be transported at once, reducing the per-unit cost of shipping. Overall, containers are a key element that supports the vast and complex network of global trade.
That makes sense, but how do ports manage such a large number of containers every day? It sounds overwhelming.
Managing such a large number of containers each day is definitely a complex task. Ports use a combination of advanced technology, infrastructure, and logistics strategies to keep everything running smoothly. Here are a few ways they do it. 1. Automation and technology. Many ports use automated cranes and vehicles to move containers efficiently. This reduces human error and speeds up the process. 2. Port management systems. Ports use sophisticated software systems to track containers, manage logistics, and coordinate the arrival and departure of ships. 3. Intermodal transport. Ports are equipped to handle different modes of transport, allowing containers to be quickly transferred between ships, trucks, and trains. 4. Efficient scheduling. Ports carefully plan and schedule the movement of containers to avoid congestion and ensure smooth operations. By combining these strategies, ports can handle the massive volume of containers efficiently.
Well, I didn't know AI was involved. Speaking of AI, do you think it will eventually replace human workers at ports?
AI and automation are definitely changing how ports operate, making processes more efficient and reducing the need for manual labor in some areas. However, it's unlikely that AI will completely replace human workers. Here are a few reasons why. 1. Complex decision-making. Many tasks require human judgment, problem-solving, and adaptability that AI currently can't replicate. 2. Maintenance and oversight. AI systems and automation require skilled human workers to maintain, monitor, and troubleshoot. 3. Human interaction. Ports often involve collaboration and communication among different stakeholders, which requires a human touch. While AI will certainly play a bigger role in the future, it's more likely to complement human workers rather than replace them entirely.
I see. By the way, how do shipping companies decide which route to take for container ships? Are they only based on distance?
Shipping companies consider several factors when deciding on routes for container ships, not just distance. Here are some key considerations. 1. Weather and sea conditions. Routes are chosen based on weather patterns, storms, and sea conditions to ensure safe and efficient travel. 2. Port congestion. Shipping companies aim to avoid congested ports and choose routes that allow for quicker loading and unloading. 3. Fuel efficiency. Companies consider the most fuel-efficient routes to reduce costs and minimize environmental impact. 4. Political and economic factors. Shipping routes are influenced by political situations, trade agreements, and economic conditions in different regions. 5. Piracy risks. Some areas are known for piracy, so routes are adjusted to avoid these risks and ensure safety. Overall, while distance is a factor, shipping companies evaluate a combination of elements to determine the best routes for their container ships.
That sounds really complex. Speaking of piracy, how do ships protect themselves when passing dangerous areas?
Ships have several measures in place to protect themselves when passing through high-risk areas for piracy. 1. Best Management Practices, BMP. Ships follow international best practices, which include measures like maintaining a high speed, staying vigilant, and having a clear communication plan. 2. Security teams. Many ships have onboard security teams trained to handle piracy threats. These teams can take defensive actions if needed. 3. Safe zones and maritime security. Ships often follow designated safe corridors and areas with a strong naval presence for added protection. 4. Advanced surveillance. Ships use radar, satellite tracking, and other surveillance technologies to detect potential threats from a distance. 5. Communication with authorities. Ships stay in regular contact with maritime authorities and nearby ships for coordination and assistance. By combining these measures, ships can significantly reduce the risk of piracy and ensure safer voyages through dangerous areas.
I have also heard about container shortage during the pandemic. Why delays happen if we have so many containers in circulation?
The delays in container shipping during the pandemic were due to a mix of factors, even with many containers in circulation. 1. Port congestion. Many ports faced congestion because of health and safety measures, which slowed down loading and unloading processes. 2. Labor shortages. The pandemic led to labor shortages due to illness, quarantine measures, and restrictions, impacting the efficiency of operations. 3. Supply and demand imbalance. There was a sudden surge in demand for goods, especially consumer products, as people stayed home and ordered more online. This imbalance strained the supply chain. 4. Container imbalance. Containers ended up in the wrong locations due to disrupted shipping schedules, making it hard to match supply with demand. 5. Shipping route changes. Ships had to take longer routes or wait for longer periods to dock, affecting the overall schedule. These combined factors led to significant delays, even though there were plenty of containers available.
I never thought about it. Do you think the shipping industry has learned from this crisis?
Yes, the shipping industry has definitely learned from the challenges of the pandemic. Here are some ways they've adapted. 1. Improved flexibility. Companies are now more flexible with their operations and can quickly adapt to changes in demand or disruptions. 2. Technology integration. There's been a greater push to integrate technology and automation to enhance efficiency and reduce delays. 3. Diversified supply chains. Companies are working on diversifying their supply chains to reduce reliance on any single route or port. 4. Better communication. Improved communication and coordination among stakeholders have become a priority to manage logistics more effectively. 5. Resilience planning. Shipping companies are now focusing more on resilience planning, ensuring they can handle future disruptions better. Overall, the pandemic highlighted the need for adaptability and stronger supply chain strategies, and the industry has been working to incorporate these lessons.
Speaking of digitalizations, are there any new technologies being used in container transportation?
Yes, several new technologies are being used in container transportation to enhance efficiency and visibility. Some of these technologies include 1. Internet of Things, IoT. IoT devices are used to track containers in real time, providing data on location, temperature, and conditions inside the container. 2. Blockchain. Blockchain technology is being used to improve transparency and security in the supply chain, ensuring that all parties have access to the same information and reducing the risk of fraud. 3. Artificial intelligence, AI. AI is being used to optimize shipping routes, predict demand, and manage logistics more efficiently. 4. Automated ports are using automated cranes and vehicles to speed up the loading and unloading process, reducing turnaround times. 5. Digital platforms. Digital platforms are being developed to streamline communication and coordination between shippers, carriers, and other stakeholders. These technologies are helping the industry become more efficient, resilient, and responsive to changes.
Speaking of greener ships, what kind of alternative fuels are being used or tested?
There are several alternatives being explored and tested to make shipping more sustainable. 1. Biofuels. Using biofuels derived from organic materials can reduce carbon emissions compared to traditional fossil fuels. LNG, liquefied natural gas. LNG is a cleaner alternative to traditional marine fuels, emitting lower levels of sulfur and particulate matter.
很抱歉，你已达到进阶语音模式的每日